Good morning, everybody, and thank you for joining this webinar this morning. Just a couple bits of information. The event is being recorded, and rather than you sitting there listening to us just talk, we'd like to try and make this as interactive as possible. So any stage through during the presentations and demonstrations, excuse me, you'd like to ask any questions, please use the comment section, the chat box on the right, put your questions in there, but also keep an eye on those because you'll see, if you see a question you like, just give it a like, then it will move it up the list. And so these questions will be answered as we're going through the presentations, and also we'll be talking about some of the questions that some of you had submitted and some of the questions that both Microsoft and Epic are being asked. Nick, if you could just move on to the introduction slide, please. Excellent. We're going to start off with Ben Hobbs, who is the Sales Director for UK and Ireland, giving an overview of who Epic are. Then he's going to move swiftly on to Sarah Armstrong-Smith, who is the Chief Security Advisor at Microsoft, and she'll be giving her insight into what she is seeing in the market and the challenges that other organizations are seeing. We're then going to move across to the main bulk of the presentation, where Graham Hoskins, who is a compliance and technical specialist at Microsoft, and his team will be coming through, and they'll be delving down in a little bit more detail. Rather than giving you PowerPoint presentations, we're going to be giving you demonstrations talking about what they're seeing and showing you how to put the data loss prevention in, particularly around Teams. He's going to have his team working with him, but again, this is really important. This is the sort of main part of the presentation. Then we're going to be moving to Mashid, who is the information director at Epic, and she'll be giving you an overview, a short overview of the capabilities of Epic and how we can help you. And then finally, I will close off with some questions and answers and talk about because you're giving us 2 hours of your time, we're going to give you 2 hours of free consulting from our IG consultants. So without further ado, I'd like to hand over to Ben to give the Epic introduction. Ben, over to you.
Good morning, Jasper. Thank you very much for that, and welcome to everyone. So as you can see from this, next slide, please, Nick. Thank you. As you can see from this this slide, Epic's a global business with data centers in most continents, and in fact we're quickly working to plug the gaps, actually utilizing the power of cloud-based solutions, in particularly in South America. And some of you may know Epic from the e-discovery and document review space, while working with legal teams at large corporations as well as their outside counsel. And whilst this is very much a core focus for us as a business at Epic, we're now increasingly working with clients in the field of IG and compliance to help them understand what data they have, where it is, and who has access to it. And this has really come about from numerous engagements and instances of supporting clients when data needs to be collected, perhaps as part of an internal or an external investigation where disclosure obligations need to be met for regulators, etc. But the client has unfortunately fallen short and fallen at the first hurdle because of issues around locating and correcting the correct data sets. Next slide, please, Nick. Okay, so again, I've already spoken about the e-discovery, regulatory and compliance solutions. The other 3 boxes there, mass tort solutions, restructuring, and also business processing solutions are other parts to our business as well. Epic is the largest provider of mass tort solutions and restructuring in the world, and recently been involved in quite a large class action case with over 100 million claimants. And also business process solutions, that is a part to our business which really deals with business support for particularly law firms in respect of back and mid-office services such as records management and post and print room. So as an overview, that is in short Epic. My dog is going crazy in the background, I'm sorry about that. So I will now hand over to Sarah.